Seoul, beyond a New Year's declaration by North Korea's leader, Kim Jong-un, that he would move to the mass production of nuclear weapons and intercontinental missiles in 2018 lies a canny new strategy to initiate direct talks with South Korea, drive a wedge into its 7-decade alliance with the United States. Kim, perhaps sensing the simmering tension between US President Donald Trump and South Korean President Moon Jae-in, called for an urgent dialogue between the two Koreas before the opening of the Winter Olympics in the South next month. North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un had a warning for the US but an olive branch for South Korea during a New Year's Day address to the nation. California has now joined a list of other US states and the District of Columbia, where so-called recreational marijuana is now permitted. Spanish national law for wine defines 3 kinds: red, white and rose. But one winemaker is fighting to have his unconventional drink recognized. Israel's intelligence minister voiced encouragement for Iranian anti-government protesters as Iranian state TV reports 10 protesters were killed on Sunday. Firework displays dazzled onlookers in cities all around the world as people welcomed in the new year. A plane crash in Costa Rica killed 10 US citizens and 2 local pilots, the Costa Rican government said. 5 deputies have been shot, with 1 fatally wounded after they responded to a report of a domestic disturbance in Denver. North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un had a warning for the US but an olive branch for South Korea during a New Year's Day address to the nation. The strained relationship between the allies has been playing out for months, as Moon, a liberal, argued for economic and diplomatic openings with the North, even as Trump has worked hard to squeeze the North with increasingly punishing sanctions. Moon also angered Trump and his aides in recent months by suggesting he holds what he called a veto over any US preemptive military action against the North's nuclear program. Until now Kim has largely ignored Moon, whom the North Korean media has portrayed as a spineless lackey of the US. But the dramatic shift in tone and policy, toward bilateral talks between the two Koreas, suggests that Kim sees an opportunity to develop and accentuate the split between Moon and Trump, betting that the US will be unable to mount greater pressure on the North if it does not have South Korean acquiescence. The gambit may work hours after Kim's speech. Moon's office welcomed the North's proposal, in a way that is likely to further aggravate tensions with the US. We have already expressed our willingness to engage in a dialogue with North Korea at any time, in any place and in any format, as long as both sides can discuss restoring their relations and peace on the Korean peninsula, said a presidential spokesman, Park Soo-hyun. The statement emphasized the roles of the two Koreas in resolving the nuclear crisis. Trump, in contrast, has pursued a tougher approach, saying there can be no talks without signs that the North is giving up its nuclear and missile testing, and without an understanding that the ultimate goal of any negotiations is a complete, verifiable dismantlement of the North's nuclear capability. Get the latest news and updates emailed straight to your inbox.